Hi and welcome to another Data Hub training video. In this video we're going to be talking about Google Sheet functions and some general know-how. So the way that, now that you've got your account connected, the way that you're going to pull in Amazon data is through Google Sheet formulas. And it's really simple. So let's go to this cell. If I type equals SL underscore, I'm going to see a lot of different formula options. Each one of these you can choose from has a bit of a drop down. But really quick, I want to show you where you can find information on all of the formulas. So if you come over here to the sidebar and click Data Dictionary, we'll pull that up here really quick. If you come over here and you come over to the tab that says Google Sheet Functions, here is a list of all the Google Sheet functions that are available to users currently. And we're constantly updating this list when new ones are added. So if you're thinking to yourself, I wonder if we have a formula about campaigns or Amazon traffic or ad groups, click on the Data Dictionary, come over to Google Sheet Functions, and this is where you can find information and a list of all the functions that we have. I'll go ahead and close this and come back to our Google Sheet here. The next step here is let's say we want to look at orders, and I currently have my demo data here. The beautiful thing about all these functions is there's a drop down. So if we can expand this, and that immediately will show us what can go into this function or this formula, right? So first things first, that's venue selector. So if you're unaware of what that looks like, there's a little area down here where it talks about that. For the sake of this video, I'm just going to put default in quotations. Now as soon as I click comma, just like any other Google Sheet formula, it automatically moves to the next argument here. Date range, again, if you come down here to date range, this has a list of date ranges, or in the data dictionary, if you come over here to formula metrics, there's also available date ranges here as well. For an example, let's just put last month. Columns, these are the columns that we're going to see the data that's coming in. Again, if you look in the data dictionary, we're going to reference this quite a bit. If you come over to column descriptions, you can search for whatever formula that you're using, and you can find all the columns that are available. So we're using SL underscore raw underscore orders, which will be part of this formula. So I see these are the list of columns that we could use. For the sake of this video, let's just put just a couple. I'll put venue ID. Let's see what we've got up here. I'll put in date, total. That'll be good for now. And I'm just going to close this off just for the sake of showing you kind of what happens. Loads, and there you go. Venue ID and total. Obviously there are a bunch of other columns, so feel free to mess around with what columns you want to use. Additionally, let's say I want to filter. I could. Criterion column. Let's say I want to filter by total. I can do that. So I'll just put in the column that I want to filter by. And then the criterion, let's say I want that to be greater than, let's say 100. If I push enter, now I'm only seeing totals that are over 100. So, of course, the functionality here is, or the idea behind these Google Sheet formulas is you can put in whatever you want, using whatever formula you want to. So that's the general know-how of the Google Sheet formulas. We'll have a completely separate training course on the formulas, going a little more in depth, but feel free to kind of connect the demo account or and just kind of mess around with some of these formulas and we'll come back to these in a later video.